Hey guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418 and I am here with a TGIF video. It's been a long time, so I'm not going to show you everything I've done, but I'm going to show you some of the bigger things, the things I'm more proud of. I want to apologize. I have this redness here. Allergies are kicking my butt, and I wake up every morning with swollen eyes. So today I'm going to show you some finished objects, a work in progress, and I'm going to share with you some Poor Girl project bags that are coming soon, and a coupon for that. So recently I have been knitting a lot of sweaters. I don't know, I had kind of sworn off sweaters because I had had so many problems with sweaters, but recently Kristen Tendike came to my LYS and she showed all her all the sweaters in this book. We got to see them up close and in person, and we got to ask her questions. And Finish Free Knits is the name of the book, and these are all completely seamless patterns. And I came home and I knit 2 sweaters in a week and a half from this book. I highly recommend this book. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from Knit Picks. You can get it at a lot of LYSs, or maybe just check your local library. If you are in a bigger area than I live in, well, a more populated area than I am, or have a larger library, they might have it, or they might be able to get it for you on interlibrary loan. I know my library offers, if they don't have a book, they'll find it, and if they can find it, you can have it. And sometimes my library asks that you give a donation if you're able to, and I usually just give enough to pay for the shipping to and from that library. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you 2 sweaters from this book. The first one I'm going to show you is actually the second one I made, and it's called the Delight Pullover. And this is meant to be knit out of a bulky weight yarn, and I used more of an Aran weight yarn, so mine came out smaller than I wanted it to. But that's okay. I'm going to find somebody to give it to, and it is right here. I knit this out of Cascade Eco Plus. I used about a skein and a half, which is about 750 yards, I believe. I think there's 500 yards per skein. I put it on the mannequin so you could see it better. It's cabled at the bottom. It's all knit in one piece. And it's a really interesting construction because you knit the bottom, and then you knit the front and the sleeve, and then you knit the whole back and the sleeve, and then you knit the other front and the sleeve. And it's really interesting, and it's kind of magical when it all comes together. So this is, what did I say? This is the Delight Pullover. Yes, the Delight Pullover. And like I said, this is in Finish Free Knits. I would knit this again, but I would definitely go with a truly bulky weight yarn. The next thing, sorry for all the hunching, but I want you to be able to see what I'm showing. The next thing I knit from this book is the Unity Pullover. And I knit this out of Classic Elite's Extra Fine Merino. And it comes in skeins of about 500 yards, and I use just under 2 skeins. No, just under 3 skeins? Just under 3 skeins. And this is it. And I absolutely love this sweater. This was actually the first one I knit. It's a kettle-dyed yarn, which is why you see that swooping and stuff. But I like it. I think it's beautiful. It fits me perfect. And once it gets cooler, I'm going to be wearing this all the time. And it is so soft. Classic Elite's Extra Fine Merino. So super soft. It's a little on the pricey side, but if you can find it on sale, I know Web sometimes has it on sale. I got it on clearance at my LYS. Not clearance, but on a sale at my LYS. So this is again from Finish Free Knits. And it is so much fun. I knit this sweater in a week. Like 6 days actually. And I knit this sweater in 4 days. So yes. Highly recommend. The next sweater I knit is a baby sweater, and I'm not sure if I've shown you this, but I'm going to show it just in case. This is from 60 Quick Baby Knits. and it's a yellow and white striped sweater in the picture. But I did it in a solid color. I did it in some Vanna's Choice for my sister, and I actually call this the cardigan. This is for my sister's baby, and I think I'm going to have to block it. And here it is. This is in Vanna's Choice in the Sea Mist, and I got it on clearance at Joann's, and I bought all they had because it's probably my favorite color of Vanna's Choice. I think it's so cute. Just a simple cardigan, but the cute little cow buttons make it a cardigan. I'm a goober. That's okay. The next sweater, the last sweater I have to show you is the Antler by Tin Can Knits. It's a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. I think it's $5 or $6. I'm not sure. It's knit from the bottom up. I knit it out of Lion brand Fisherman's Wool, the brown. I don't know what they call it. It's knit from the bottom up, and it's cabled, and I used 2.5 skeins of Lion brand Fisherman's Wool, and I got it on sale half off. So $6 a skein, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3, so $15 for a sweater. Pretty good. I don't have the buttons yet because I had to order buttons. I didn't have large enough wooden buttons that I liked, and it does take 7 buttons for my size. But I'll show you. It's blocked, and it's beautiful. So here it is. I have woven in all my ends, and I'm going to tell you my tip. When I weave in my ends, it just finished drying. When I weave in my ends, I don't snip them all the way off until after I've blocked it, because then I feel like it's safer for me to snip off the ends, and then I won't have things, little ends poking through. So if I'm knitting something for myself or Kristen, I leave them hanging out until I wash it once or twice. So here it is. It's the Antler cardigan. It's so super soft. I've never used Lion brand Fisherman's Wool before. I adore the way it fits. I couldn't have asked for a better fit. I don't intend to wear it buttoned, but I could very easily button it with no pulling or minimal pulling. I got some light wood buttons because I thought it would complement it. And this, my goal was to finish this sweater by the last weekend in September for Vermont Sheep and Wool because I'm going to take a class. And I finished it in plenty of time. I did take my time knitting this. I started this at the beginning of July, and I just finished it last week. I did a lot of little itty bitty projects in between and, just worked on it here and there. But once I got to the cables at the top, I was hooked, and that was the only thing I knit on. So this is the Antler cardigan. The cables do go around the entire yoke, and I just love it. So this would be a great beginner sweater. There's no seaming. There's no short rows. There's simple cabling. All you need to know how to do really is knit, knit, purl, knit, purl. I don't even know if there's SSKs and knit 2 togethers. I don't even know if there's SSKs. It might only be knit 2 togethers. I think there's SSKs. But it's really simple. I would highly recommend it. And you have to know how to pick up stitches, which I am not the best at, but I did it anyway. My next finished object is a sewing project. I think I showed you this quilt top previously, but I did finally bind this quilt and quilt it. I did my first binding, like a real binding, and hand sewed the back, and I thought hand sewing the back was going to be tedious and make me want to, like, I don't know, hurt people. But I found it really relaxing and enjoyable. This is a Jelly Roll Race quilt top. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube. It's super, super easy, and I would highly recommend trying it out. And I just found a string, but that's okay. I'm trying really hard not to make this video too long, but I'm failing miserably. The next thing I knit was I'm working on Christmas stockings for Mia, Dewey, Molly, Kristen, and myself, and I thought I'd have them all done, but I've got one done. So I knit this Christmas stocking for Kristen. This is loosely out of a pattern book. It hasn't been blocked yet, as you can tell, because it's wavy. I'm going to block them all together. The color work will pop more once I block it. So like I said, it's loosely based out of a Christmas stocking books that you can get from Mary Maxim, but I changed it to work it completely in the round instead of flat, and I changed the way you do the letters. The letters in the pattern were duplicate stitched on after, and I just knit them completely in color work. And I love how it came out. And I have all the yarn for the rest of ours. This is knit out of yarn from the sheep farm down, like literally down the street from our house. And Molly is scratching at the door. Excuse me. We are on a boil water order for disgusting things in our water, so I don't usually use styrofoam. I can't shower. It's just great. Anyway, more information than you ever needed to know. The next thing I have, there's two huge things to show you. The first one I'll show you is the first one I did. This was a long-term project. This is the hippopotamus. It's a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. I think the pattern is $5 or $6. Worth every penny. This is, first of all, so stinking adorable. Very addictive. And you use a combination of squares, pentagons, hexagons, heptagons, septagons, I don't know if heptagon is a word, and octagons. And somehow it all comes together into this adorable, cute little hippopotamus. Well, not so little, but this cute hippopotamus. I'm addicted. It was just very enjoyable. I will say it took me 8 hours to sew all the pieces together. But look at it. It's so cute and huge. I named her or him Neapolitan just because of the colors. And I crocheted this out of Vanna's Choice. Vanna's Choice, and the cream actually is I love this yarn. Hippopotamus. Check it out. She has a whole bunch of animals. And I'm, of course, now need to make them all. The next thing is, I think this was called the owl pillow, and I made this for Kristen after I made the hippopotamus for her birthday. And I will say this is a pay-for pattern also, but I don't know that it would have been as easy for me to do if I hadn't done the hippopotamus yet first. This is by a different person. You see Molly's little tail there? This is by a different designer, and her instructions on putting together, while clear if you know what you're doing, are a lot different than the hippopotamus. The hippopotamus pretty much walks you through every single stitch. It's amazing. It's like a 40-page pattern. But I love this one too, and I already have plans to make another one. I'm going to make one to put all my knitting and crochet buttons on up in my studio. So I made this for Kristen for her birthday. And this is all out of I Love This Yarn. I must really love her if I gave her my I Love This Yarn. No, I'm just kidding. Except for the beak. I did change the beak, and I made the beak out of... Nope, this is I Love This Yarn also. I thought it was Vanna's Choice, but it's not. I felt it. So it's really cute, and like I said, pay for a pattern on Ravelry. I believe it's called the Owl Pillow. That's all of my finished objects. Oh, no, it's not. I have one other thing in finished objects, but I can sit down now to show you. I made some earrings, which I never ever do. I'll take out 2 pair to show you. And these are going to be going up in my Poor Girl project bag shop. Just for a couple bucks. Maybe $4, $5. I think I'll do $4, at least initially. And they are hank of yarn earrings. And I personally think they're adorable. Oh, I just dropped one. Caught it, don't worry. Yeah. Hank of yarn earrings. And this is all my little bits and bobs of sock yarn that I have. I gotta get pictures of them, but I have them all in baggies. And I think they're pretty cute. I will confess, but I have decided that I'm going to put any money I make in my Poor Girl project bags shop aside, because I want to buy a spinning wheel. So yes, more on that in a minute. I guess I could put these back in the bags after I finish chatting with you. So I made a bunch of them. I made 2 pairs of every, 2 pairs of a bunch of sock yarns, and I think I have like 10 or 20 pair. Doo-doo! Ah! dropped again. Next I'm going to show you my work in progress. It's from this magazine. I looked for this magazine for like 2 months. I've been looking for it since it first came out, and I finally found it a week or two ago. And I am actually knitting the cover sweater. And I'm doing something crazy with this. This sweater is knit back and forth, but I'll show you this. Mine, as you can see, is one big circle. I am going to steek my sweater. I am going to cut my knitting when I am done. You might think I'm crazy. I thought I was crazy, but it takes me a lot longer to purl than it does to knit a stitch. And when you're working on 232 stitches, that's a lot of stitches with a thinner weight yarn. Sorry, my eye is really itchy. I'm trying not to touch it. This is a sport weight yarn. This is, again, from the sheep farm down the road, Yates Wool Farm. Their sale is going to be coming up at the end of October, and I cannot wait. That's when I buy a lot of my wool yarn at a very inexpensive price. Anyway, rambling. So I bought this yarn last October, and I bought a sweater's worth of it. And I am I think it looks like crap, but I'm told, oh, I can see it now. There's my first owl. This is the eyes of the second owl. I was told and reassured that lace knitting doesn't look like anything other than a big fat mess until you block it. So that's that. I'm hoping to have this sweater done by the end of October so I can wear it to the sale at the farm, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm just really enjoying knitting it. It's a lot of fun. The last thing I'm going to show you is later this week, probably Friday, I'm going to have an update on my Poor Girl project bag sites of some project bags, and as I mentioned, I am saving my pennies to purchase a spinning wheel. I know which spinning wheel I'm getting, I know how much it costs, I know how much I need to raise, and when I raise that money, apart from our household finances, I will be comfortable buying it, and I'm really excited about it. So maybe I'll be showing some spinning on here. So I have been hard at work making some more project bags, and I'm going to offer everybody out there another coupon code, and that coupon code is going to be spinning, SPINNING. Check my spelling, yes. And that will give you 10% off any purchase of $10 or more. So in essence, you will again be able to get a Poor Girl project bag for $9. Or you could get a Poor Girl project bag and a pair of earrings if you liked the earrings, and get 10% off of that. So while I do have some made, but they're waiting to be re-ironed, I'll just show you some of the fabrics that are coming. First we have like a Converse shoes, which I think is super cute. Kristen loves Chucks, so. And then one person out there did get this fabric already because she asked me if I had any of it, and I made one special for her. And I have some chicken bags. And now I'm just going to show you some of the fabrics I have, and I'm really excited about these fabrics. So I have some pink girl fabrics, which I think they're so cute. I have some sheep fabric this time. I have some sheep. Look at the sheep. Some of the sheep are naked because they made their fleece was turned into yarn. Isn't that adorable? I have, this one's cute. Reminds me of Kristen. Geeks Gone Wild. Adorable. This is a superhero fabric. And the lining is going to be this, which has all superhero kapow and stuff like that. Kristen's having a rough time at work lately. There are a lot of new things coming to Apple that are making work a little harder. Okay, this one is my favorite, and I'm going to have to snag one of these. The farmer and his wife, but with sheep and cows and pigs. And I think there's some horses. Yes, there are some horses. Isn't that adorable? Oh, and roosters. I don't think this one's going to last. Probably because I'm going to keep them all. No, I'm just kidding. And then I got a couple fabrics in from Korea. I got this koala fabric. Isn't that so stinking cute? Hi, Molly. Hi. I'm almost done, baby. And then I have 2 more sheep fabrics. I have one blue and one pink, but they're the same. Molly, leave that be. Thank you. Of these. And then these. So, I actually think there are some more fabrics I have, but didn't have them in my pile for some reason. I will also have 3 wedge bags available, and they're going to be the monster fabrics that I found upstairs in that I've had. I don't know why they were hiding. But wedge bags will not be something I will be offering all the time. So I'm now at 21.5 minutes, and you guys are probably sick of seeing my face and listening to me ramble, so that's all I have. I hope everybody's doing great, and be sure to check out Poor Girl Project Bags on Etsy, and remember you're going to have a coupon code spinning that'll get you 10% off any purchase of $10 or more. So I hope everybody's well, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.